We're live here, and oh gosh, I'm using my phone, so I actually love my phone today because I think when I'm doing this angle or doing this scene, where because I'm gonna do many different props and do many different ways of chats because many of them is gonna have a different flow to it, and sometimes you're going to you're going to go through many different flows. So this one, it's just a little bit hidden, and I like it because it's make me like open up a little bit more and be more vulnerable, I guess, because and make me relax a little bit more because I'm still hiding. You know, it's like I am showing myself, and this is the flip into goodness shirt, but I use filters, and I'm about to go real here. And I use several things because I don't want people to exactly see who I am quite yet. And so this keeps me hiding. The Detox Trilogy one, it's not so much for hiding, but it just works out that I will be hiding. And so I use that because I actually truly think detox therapy, sorry, keep on messing my own word up, but it's therapy. I just feel like detox therapy is more like you're just talking on the mic, kind of a way in the groove and everything like that. And so I actually those are the only two. These are the only two props I come up with so far because when I want to just do poetry and everything like that, I will literally show myself. I don't know. Maybe it's just all psychological too, and I just feel hidden. And maybe I have been opening up all this time, and maybe that's what, because psychological, you go, I'm doing this because I'm hidden. And you're not really hidden, you just really seriously just want to do it like this. And coming up with different ways to do stuff. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. Anyway, like I overthink every single thing I do. I've changed my YouTube name over the time, like around 20 times. And I wish you would go back to history how many times they just keep on changing because I don't like the name and it doesn't feel right. At the moment it feel right, but it didn't feel right. But even at the moment it didn't feel right. You just want to do something. And since you don't know what you're doing at times, you're going to do it wrong because you could have just written it down in the book. It's the simplest way. That's all. Just write all the names down. But if the name is not there, I would never start. And so maybe I know subconsciously me myself, you're gonna take a while to get to this. So, because you're pain and you're very picky and you're very anal, and you need to stop being anal and just enjoy the moment and just relax. I never know how like stiff and how much I'm not myself. Oh gosh. You know, how much I've lost by just trying to be like everyone else and to act like everyone else and to just and you're not even acting like anyone else. It's just life. You know, you did some things and you you did some things to yourself mentally that you just beat you're beaten up. You're tired. You're just been through so much and you're exhausted and you just seriously at this moment I'm not beating myself up anymore. I'm 47 years old. I'm not dead. I get up every single day and get a chance to do something. So I'm not going to do this right, but I'm going to do it. You cannot, you cannot, you cannot. I'm going to give you love so they come on. See, I love that. Oh gosh. I love that someone is enjoying that someone, not that someone react to my posts, because I'm looking on Facebook and I'm doing this at the same time, but I have something on Facebook, and um, this is usually a moment I have in private, because this is why I said this is personal, because I'm not really seriously paying attention to the camera, and I got lost in Facebook just for a moment. So that normally actually seriously is the way how I would react when I read my Facebook page, and without even pretending that I wasn't thinking. And now I'm back to reality, because that was just cough off. God, that was me. You see, this is why I don't like this. Wow, but anyway, I put on Facebook top of a morning, and someone wrote back, and I was actually very excited, because I'm just, I come in, I'm just trying many different ways to say good morning, many different ways just to be me. And I have some hits and I have some miss, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm enjoying it. Like I was saying, I don't know if I said it in the very beginning of this book, or that book. Gosh, um, I don't know. Wow, I don't know if I said this in the very beginning of the video, but I'm gonna say this today. Um, and no, I didn't say this part because my train of thought is gone now. Just me. I just came from my other live. I'm doing to I'm throwing caution to the wind, distracting yourself. My thoughts just went from blah, 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 and I had so much to say, and I wanted to say so much, but because I didn't pace myself, you know, I jumped here because I thought, and I grabbed here, and I'm holding them at the same time, but you can't. So what just happened? Seriously, just now, I had two exciting things that I wanted to say, and both of them sound good, and go 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 go. I can't think of two things at the same time, so I lost both of them because I didn't focus on one thing. And so now I don't remember during all that excitement what I was going to say, but I know it was one thing now. If I relax and it was meant to be, it will return, and I will get to speak whatever I meant to be what was meant to said. If not, I am not going to worry about it, and I'm not going to I am not going to second guess it. Now I'm back here, and I'm like a little bit. I'm gonna show a little bit because some things happen. It's like I was sitting here and I'm trying to get my breath at a level where I could sound better or feel better or be more relaxed, because I feel like when I'm like this, and one time, a long time ago, my quest for positive thinking started. Oh wow, like 20 years ago. I was around 25, 26. And my first positive thinking book, or, because I was in my 20s, my first positive thinking book was the Bible. I started with the Bible. Let's get there. I wasn't a Christian, and I'm a Jesus Christ follower, and I love him to death. He died on the cross for my sins. Oh, oh, just prepping him right, plugging him right there. But I'm going right back to me now, because okay. I remember when I was first, and the reason why I'm doing this and the reason why I'm sharing this is like, I remember when I first started this quest for knowing that there's more out there, and with my mind and the way how I am, the way how I could do things began when I was in my 20s. And it began with, once again, the Bible. And I goes to faith and pop out, go, if you have faith, now God could do anything, but God is stuff. And so then I interpret a little bit of yoga and meditation. And I've been on this quest for peace for 20 years. And now is when I got it. I found peace at the age of 47. The one thing I've learned, and I'm now 48, so no, I'm not gonna say 47. I'm gonna say 45. When I was 45, that's when I, I've, you, it's an interesting way to express, but I will explain that some other time, because I want to get more deep into that, but I'm going to go focus on that, and I'm not going to finish my thought, and I never have a little bit to say, so I'm going to learn how to cut off where I need to cut off, and just 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 go into the next topic. Anyway, so I'm sitting here, I'm learning how to sit up straight and learning what to do, how to talk better, and how to project better, and how to make myself like less whiny, because I find that where how I sit and what I say, or how I say it, or what I do, it reverse. It's making my thinking better. So it's like, okay. So when I'm like this, it's not saying I can't think like this, but it's like, okay, fine. Let me be confident, Sandy. Come on, you got this. You got this. You got this. Because the reason why you're like that, because you're not confident. Confident. You know you couldn't do this. When you're confident, you're not afraid to hide. But you're not hiding. You just want to put a little bit of yourself in here, though, without directly hiding yourself. Just put a little bit of you in, because you don't want your surroundings to be dull. Accidentally on purpose. Ah, wow. The lesson behind this whole entire accidentally by purpose moment was to say sometimes it's easier for us to be more vulnerable behind. But as you could see, sometimes it takes, I felt But once I realized to go towards where my confidence is, to emerge what I felt to be myself more, I now looked at the situation differently and looked at these things where I actually wanted to be a part of from the very beginning as prompts. I was using my iPad, and I don't like my iPad because by accident I put on location on it, and I really seriously don't know how to remove it. So I am using my phone, and my phone has a different level clear than my iPad. So these things look huge, like gigantic compared to what was happening on my iPad. So I didn't know how to place them. I really seriously wanted to hide myself a little bit too. So that's like it's as well. Anyway, that was just another moment of me. 10 minutes. Wow. 16? Did I really go into that? Oh, 10. All right. Anyway, however long it was, I hope you did stick with me and watched. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. If you didn't, that's okay. I'm not going to be sorry because I'm not. Have a blessed, wonderful, beautiful, amazing, awesome day. These moments are literally seriously draining, but it's worth it. Bye. It is.